So I guess I'll just start with saying that I am in college. I was supposed to graduate this past summer, but when I first started college, I went to a community college and I took less classes than I thought, or than is like normal, I guess. And yeah, I basically just got myself behind on the number of classes that I needed, or number of credits I needed to graduate. So I'm graduating at the end of November technically, but I won't be done with like 2 of my classes until December, like the first or second week. And so I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in child development, and I haven't been quite sure what I want to do after I graduate. I know I want to work with kids. That's always been the plan, but I didn't know how, like what exactly I was gonna do. And honestly, I went into college thinking I was going to be a therapist, primarily for children, but it just didn't work out. Plans changed, and by the time that I was like, I think I would prefer to major in child development and minor in psychology, or double major, it was just some time, but no, less than a week got the job, which again I'm very thankful for. And I know not everybody gets an opportunity like that, and so I don't want to make it seem like I'm not thankful or anything like that, because I really am. It's just like, whoa, what? And so it's been a couple weeks, and now I just started training, and I'm getting so overwhelmed. This is literally the second day, so yesterday was technically the first day of training, which is kind of annoying because they told me about the trainings yesterday, so it was kind of annoying that the day they told me was also the first day, because I have a deadline, which you could either do a deadline of 10 days or 15 days, and they would give you a higher bonus if you did it in less days, but I'm still in classes, so I just couldn't see me getting like 50 hours of training done in a shorter period of time, so I picked the longer version. And today I started really going through. I did one of the training sections. I set up a bunch of stuff I had to make like accounts for, and then I have an email that kind of tells me like a step to step of what to do. Like, okay, first make an account on this, and then make an account on this, and do this on this, on that, and then go do your training, like steps to take. And going through that, I think that I have to do more than I thought I did in this 15-day span, so I'm very overwhelmed. If I only had this, I would be fine and could get it done, like, no problem. But this on top of my classes, and then I also watch my grandma, who has Alzheimer's like at least 3 times a week. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be not great. So yeah, and then I have to get CPR and first aid, which I knew I'd have to do, and I've gotten it before, but I'm not like updated. Like I need to do it again. And I work with a different company that's okay, so I work with a different company, and I have to get first aid and training with them, for them too. But with them, the other company that I'm about to work for won't pay for first aid, but the company I already work for, which does pay for first aid, and CPR. But all of theirs, like, they fill up very fast, because right now it's, partly online and then partly in person, and so you have to sign up, and not as many people are able to do it online or in person. And so I thought I could get paid for first aid from this other company, first aid and CPR, but I think I'm gonna have to go on the American Heart Association and actually pay for one there, which is not fun. It's not cheap, but I guess that's just what I gotta do. But I'm just overwhelmed with that and school. And yeah, that's my big update. I'm gonna probably originally online. I made them be online in the beginning, but I mean not before COVID, because I don't think I had my classes signed up, but like before we knew what the semester would hold, I made them online. And so at my school, and a lot of schools, online classes like that are shortened into smaller sections. I was going to say semesters, but I don't even think they'd be called semesters at that point. So like within one semester, so like for normal classes you would take a class in 16 weeks, and these online classes you take them in 8 weeks. So I already took 2 online classes that ended because it'd been 8 weeks, and so now I start a new one. And with this one, it's a special education class, and I really like it so far. But it's so weird. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like the grading is weird. Like what we have to do, I don't know, it's not that weird. Like it's reading and discussion boards and quizzes and stuff. But like the quizzes, we get like I think 3 chances on them, and they're the same questions every time. So I mean, it's very easy to get 100%. And they tell you the right answer. So if you put false and the answer's true, they let you know, so that the next time you are like 100% gonna get it right. And then we have an exam, only one exam at the end of the semester, which I've never had before. I've always had like 2, normally 2, at least 2. And this one said it was going to be cumulative, which I've also never had. I've never had my final exam in college be cumulative, at least all of it. I've had classes where like 10 pages are cumulative, like from the beginning of the semester, but they're basic questions that you're gonna know this far. I mean, you should know it this far into the semester. And so I was looking, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Way more difficult for online class, because let's just face it. I mean, at least for me, I'm not doing as much work for online. Like, I'm physically doing probably more work, like reading and homework assignments and stuff, but I'm not taking my time to study that much in online classes, because a lot of the time for me, I can get by. I mean, I get by well, but I can Google answers to things and stuff like that. But and so I was like, ugh, that's so annoying. So I'm really gonna have to take notes, and like, or else I'm I mean, actually, once I did drive. I had to drive in the winter when I went to community college, and my car was like really old. I mean, not like really old, but I mean, pretty old. And it was hailing, so it was snowing and hailing, and my tires literally like were sliding on the hail. Like I didn't think that was a thing. Like it wasn't like icy out. I had never heard that. And I was driving. Somebody actually hit me while we were driving, and I was like, it's fine, because there was no dent. I've never been in that situation. We were literally in the middle of the road. The light had turned green, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's fine. We're cool. I gotta go. So we left the scene, and I was going down this road, and I literally like was going slow. Not like in snow, you can't go too fast and you can't go too slow. There, you have to find this middle speed. Because if you go too slow, I mean, the ice just takes you, like, it just takes you, I don't know, it's too slow. When you go too fast, you know, you're gonna slide. So, I wasn't going very fast at all, and I literally was, like, going straight, and my house is not that far from my school, or at the time, and I just was, like, it was really bad, and so I tried to pull over in this church parking lot, because I was like, I can't drive home. And I remember I was turning, and these cars were coming, and my tires were just sucking, and so I literally thought I was about to be hit, like, boom, like, oh my gosh, I was so terrified, but I did make it into the church parking lot. My mom picked me up and everything, so that, you know, doesn't make me feel any better about driving in the snow. That experience was really bad. And of course my dad had to go pick up the car, because I was like, Mom, you have to come get me. I can't drive home. I can't. My dad goes and gets the car, and he's like, oh, it's fine. And I'm like, okay, F you, it wasn't earlier. Like, it wasn't my fault. Like, I was literally going straight, and wasn't going super fast, wasn't going super slow, and it was just down the road. So I was like, that's effing annoying. But yeah, so those are my main life updates. I don't think like there's anything else really. Yeah, well, I mean, with this job though, I wanted it to be full-time, but I don't think it will be. I mean, it starts out part-time, which, you know, I kind of expected and wanted, since I'm gonna, well, maybe I won't be in school. I don't know, we'll see, but I was like, okay, yeah, part-time, cool. And then I asked about full-time, and they were like, I mean, it just depends on, like, your ability, if you're good, you know, and then, like, if there's children, you know, enough children for you to work with, which makes sense, you know, if there's no children, then of course it's not going to be full-time, you know, like, they can't help that, but I just don't see it being